All right. Jeez, excuse me. Okay, check. Mic check. How's everyone doing? Oh, guys, I am a little bit behind here. I unfortunately, usually what I like to do before I start the stream, get the music going, and then I usually will, go out and well, not out of the house, but I will just go downstairs, grab a drink, or, just make sure I'm ready and come back. And I went to go do with that such thing, and I was running up the stairs, and let's say I slipped on one of the steps. I completely smashed my shin against one of the stairs. And thank God it's like carpeted. But you ever when you were a kid, especially those who are my age here, I'm gonna go ahead and just switch over here. What's up, everyone? You ever, if you're like around my age, right? I don't know about you guys, but when I grew up, right, I had my thing. I love to ride my scooters. And I used to be able to do like a, you know, like a bunny hop, and then I tried doing like a 360 on the thing. You ever slap your shin with the side of a scooter? That was almost as bad as that. And I've done that maybe a handful of times in my life. And that has been some of the worst pain I've ever experienced. So my shin is not doing so hot. But how you guys doing? Sorry for the little rant first thing. Let's go ahead and say hello. Don't pump now. One more retest from 15.5k region. We're gonna talk about that for Thiesh. There's a couple things that could be happening. Obviously, there's a sneak peek. I'm gonna go ahead and switch the chart over just because I want to talk about that in a little bit. Mr. Reckless, hey Johnny, Pratheesh, when whiskey. Oh, come on, man. I know. One day we'll do it, Pratheesh. Holidays is coming up, man. I woke up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and that's early for me. And I had to go help out a friend, move some stuff, and then after that, I was Christmas shopping. I just got back home like 30 minutes ago, so I'm like getting the rest of it out of the way as much as I can within the next few days. Christmas is coming here at the, you know, the next 5 days, so I know if I don't do it now, it's gonna be an absolute nightmare. So maybe when things calm down, I'll go ahead and I'm not gonna stream on Christmas, but once in a while, maybe whiskey. Let's see. Misa. I'm gonna call you Misa. I'm sorry. Hey Johnny, I was finally able to catch your stream. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Arun pain. Yeah, my left leg is dying right now. Yo Pratheesh, you are spamming also Johnny's stream. Good to see you here, man. Ernest, hey Johnny, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Hope everyone's having a good day today. I know I've been very busy, just trying to get myself situated for holidays. Info hip, try skateboarding in sandals. Oh no, and bending your big toe back. Oh dude, you know what? That right there. I don't skateboard. I have friends who have skateboarded in the past, and yeah, I've seen something like that happen. Not good, my friend. Not good. So I can imagine. Let's see. Pratheesh. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, sorry about the long intro here. I'm discombobulated, and yeah, this leg pain is throwing me off here. So let's go ahead and talk about BTC here. Now, if you guys are in my Discord as well as David's Discord, I did let you guys know that, you know, I did talk about this. One of the things that I basically was looking for is like basically what I was trying to say and get out there is like, guys, priorities, my priority, what I'm primarily looking at is this still happening, this structure, this ABC, the downside here. I'm going to go ahead and just switch the chart over just to illustrate that for you. Oh, look at that. It's still saved. So primarily this is what I'm looking for. You know, we have a nice ABC for an A, then another ABC for a B, and you know, I'm looking for another leg down to at least get past that 15.4, you know, 15.4, 15.5k, whatever the low of the wick here is. So primarily that's what I'm looking at. It doesn't necessarily have to come down and, you know, fall off a cliff and, you know, die and go to 10k like everyone's expecting. Now I understand that can't happen. You know, it wouldn't surprise me. This would be a good setup for that to happen, but I have an alternative. Let's go ahead and talk about the alternative here. So something I noticed over the past, I guess, 8 to 12 hours. Okay, in the last like 24 hours, I would say 20 hours to be exact. I noticed that we finally bottomed here. All right. And first thing I got to do is, you know, the primary structure, what we've been looking at is this here, A, B to a C. Perfectly fine. All right. The entry being here, we're holding that short. Fantastic. Now I want to go just talk about a possible alternate scenario or alternative that we might be coming across here shortly. Now, one of the things is, one, I'm still looking for a leg to the downside, okay? But it can change in the in-between, all right? So the first thing I want to just point out is that we do have an ABC here, okay? Now, obviously, the ABC in this perspective is quite small, and for me, it's not worth taking. But what I will do is, this is what I like to call like kind of putting a piece of the puzzle together. If I can identify an ABC, one of the first things I think to myself is, one, does it fit a good enough perspective for me to trade? If that doesn't answer the question, or if that doesn't fit the bill for me, what I will do is that I will categorize it. Instead of an ABC, I would just make it one A wave. Okay. From there, now this, like I said, I'm breaking this down step by step for you guys. Let's see. Arun, have you tried some 420? He is 420. Is it the hair, Pratish? Is that why you're saying that? All right. And yes, Arun, I have dabbled in the cannabis throughout the years. Not like, I'm not an avid like pot smoker. It's just once in a blue moon, once in on occasion. If I was an avid pot smoker, I'd just be here staring at the charts, just like being memorized by the candles and colors. I'm not that brain dead, okay? Anyway, going back to what I was saying, is the next step, if I do decide to categorize a smaller ABC into one wave, I'm trying to do my best to put the rest of the pieces together. And for me, if this is going to be an A, I'm looking for a B. All right. An important thing to know to point out as well. If I'm looking for this as a B, I'm going to mark this down as a pivot. All right. And what this does is, for me and how I view things, regardless of what happens in between, now that we have a nice clear break in trend, to me, it can go all the way back up here. It can go, hell, it can go all the way up here. Who knows? But for me, what's most important is that if price does get back below this area, all right, let's say we top out somewhere in that region, we come back below, that to me fits the bill of a much larger ABC, in my opinion. Now, it's not quite the size of this, but to me, this is a good possibility for a bullish reversal to definitely play out and to possibly hold. Now, what's the next step? For me personally, if I'm going to view this as an ABC, all right, and then what I will do from there, I'm going to have to go back and just redraw some of this, is because I want to fit it on the chart. All right, ABCA. Now I'm going to draw this again. All right. Going back to what I said before, A, and then I'm looking for a B, and then continuation to a C. Now, it really depends how this can play out. What happens in between is kind of irrelevant to me. The only reason why I say that is because, one, we have a bullish pivot to mark out, as well as if I can put the pieces of the puzzle together, or for me, if I can say, if this is an A, this is a B, if I want to see a much larger structure play out, in my personal opinion, in the way, you know, I do this real time, this is how I think about some of these things. To me, a good possibility of this coming up and putting in a much larger structure on a 2 to 3 hour, that to me is way more appealing. All right. Now, I'm not saying that I'm giving up on my shorts. I'm not going to say I'm going to take profits on my short just because I do think this way. I don't know if this is going to happen, but I can anticipate the move by planning a little bit ahead of time. All right. And this is how I do it. This is how I do it in real time. Perfect case scenario, ABC to an A. All right. If this is an A, I'm looking for a B to a C. If this is one continuous trend, we have a pullback to a larger B. If this trend doesn't extend down past the low, then the alternative does come into consideration. The alternative being that we might have to come up and put in one more high, and then from there we can, to be honest, if this does happen, I'm going to be putting a lot more weight into that 10K drop, because this is a significant sized ABC. And I think this would definitely create a lot of bearish pressure to go down and actually take out a lot lower price targets, in my opinion. Let's see. It took all my willpower not to take smaller ABC long on BTC. Good, Harvey. I want you, stick to your guns, right? You have to keep a good perspective in mind. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is going to be the bottom. but I'm not willing to take my odds. The only reason why is because for me, what's more likely is that this is just one leg. We're going to have a retest of the upside and then probably have some sort of continuation. So for me, what I'm primarily looking for is, you know, those two options. Now, regardless of what option I am looking at, whether it's the first option I showed you to where, you know, we could be due to a dump all the way back down, you know, past that 15.5, 15.4K. For me, if that happens, fantastic. I have a short. But if the alternative, what I just mentioned before, does happen, I'm willing to take a hit on the shorts and try to get up here. So that's going to be it for BTC. Guys, remember, like, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We're just going to be here hanging out for a little bit. I am going to be, so I don't know if you guys are on David Tech's channel or David Tech's group, but we're going to be hosting a David Tech poker night in crypto chat. I will be there. Vlad will be there as well. I'm not sure who else is going to be there. It'd be nice if we can get like all the, you know, all the big guys, or, you know, everyone who's more involved in the group to be in there and have a good time and hang out. That'd be fantastic. But if you guys are coming from David Tech's group in the Discord channel, I will be hopping on in a couple hours, and then we're just gonna be hanging out, talking TA, playing some poker. It's gonna be a good time. So you know, like I said, it really depends on where you're coming from. If you're not from David Tech's group, I invite you to go ahead and check it out. You also, like I said, if you do decide to sign up and join his Discord, his focus is mostly on algorithm trading, automated trading, and I think that does have a place. Like I use automation to manage my trades for me. There's nothing wrong with that. But he comes from a different, I guess, different perspective, or he focuses on different things in trading. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely go ahead and check out David's Discord channel, as well as, you know, go check out David Tech's YouTube channel. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up here. David's a great guy. Well, like 6 months ago, he invited me to join his group and basically teach his group the way of the ABC, which I absolutely love to do. David's a good guy. I really do appreciate him for giving me a platform. And, you know, I met a lot of you guys from his group, so it's absolutely a great opportunity to meet you guys as well as teach you guys the ways. Let's see. Yeah, guys, go check out David Tech's channel. I don't know why that was a tongue twister for me. Definitely he focuses a lot on a lot of algorithm trading, and definitely some good stuff. So we'll have to see if he's gonna be there tonight. But yeah, like I said, I'll be there. So let's see. Let's go over ETH. ETH is going to be slightly different. Almost the same kind of scenario. For me personally, I think ETH put in a lot higher of a pump, and this is a lot clearer break of trend in my opinion. So we have an A, B, C to an A. We have a B forming. I don't know where this is going to go, but same thing as BTC. Ultimately, I'm looking for a lower low to be put in past that region at about 1148, and from there I will consider taking a long position. Now, keeping in mind that we do have this larger pivot here at 1178. Ideally, I wish ETH would have put in that lower low down here, but it did not. So I kind of have to wait and see when we come back down there. If not, I will more than likely be willing to play this position. And I do like this as a overall developed structure. So we'll have to see how this plays out, but I definitely will be playing that, and I will let you guys know when I do decide to do that. Let's see. Link to David's channel. Yeah, absolutely. Well, the Discord, I believe, is a paid group. But his... let me just double check before I make sure. If anyone here is from David Tech's Discord channel, let me know if I am right. I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, it is part of the Patreon. I want to see if... Okay. So you will be able... I will send a link here. That's the link to his Patreon, to his Discord. You know, I'm just giving you... he does have a YouTube channel as well. I will link that. My apologies. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. Hit the wrong button. And he also has a live streaming channel as well. And so when I do I do sessions with him, I do also stream on his platform. So if you are interested in catching like a session with me in his group, RedTube popped in the view. No, you didn't see that. Reddit. We do the Portugal test. See? No porn here. If you ever want to know, if you guys ever want to know if someone... You did not... Yes, I don't know about that, Ernest. Unless there's porn on YouTube now. I mean, there probably is. I just don't know about it. You got the wrong tube, did you? But yeah, if you guys, let's finish up here. I was gonna make a stupid joke, but looking for a little bit more of a completion, regardless of how this plays out. I am looking for that 1150 to be broken. If that does happen, I will hop into a long position if I don't get stopped out of the original one, because I'm still in it. But let's go on to LTC. I do not like this song because this sounds like a Lady Gaga song. This sounds like Poker Face. You can't tell me this sounds like Lady Gaga's Poker Face. This is such a ripoff of that song. I can't stand this. Is there a way I can take this off? No. Okay. Can't. Oh, there for sure is. Absolutely. If you can watch, there's a lot of stuff you can find on YouTube that's pretty messed up. Poker Face. Am I right, Harvey? Let me know if I'm wrong. That's all I can hear is that song when I hear that, and it makes me cringe. Let's go over LTC quick. LTC's in a good spot. Pretty much nothing has changed. We do have the major ABC here in the yellow, and as long as we're below 73.17-ish, that's the high of the pivot here, I will be short. If I go to like a 30-minute, there is an availability. I can't see this with as much confidence. It depends how it builds out, but for me personally, I would like to see something like this happen. From there, I would consider taking a long. I will consider. I don't know if I will. I will consider it, though. Yeah, Netta, you mentioned it. That's all I hear, man. I don't know why. I remember one day, this is a while ago, like a couple months ago. I remember like rewatching part of my stream, and I heard this song. And I'm listening to it. I'm like, this sounds like freaking Poker Face. And then I turned it on. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't play that song anymore. But so I will consider possibly. It depends how this builds. I will consider taking a long here at $61, just in case that maybe, perhaps, all right. Maybe this is going to be an A to a B to a C. That, in my opinion, would be a lot. How do I say this? It definitely holds more as a much larger bear structure, because you have this ABC as an A. We have unfortunately, we did not get the best B in the world, but then we have an even more developed ABC within the C. So for me personally, I would like to see that form as a more developed structure. It doesn't have to happen. I'll be taking along just in case that is going to happen. That's just my opinion, though. I think Matic is probably the last. Yeah, Matic's the only other coin I'm into trading. Now, Matic is a little bit different because we do have. If I go to like a 1 hour. All right, I'm completely zoomed down to 1 hour. This is a. This is like almost like a. I know you know what this is, but this is a terrible setup here. And we did get a lower low past the pivot of the A here at around 76 cents. So, does this mean you should be bullish on Matic? I don't know. I'm personally leaning more towards the no side just because the larger ABC on a 3 hour is a lot more prevalent, is a lot more, definitely has a lot more weight to it than the long here. So, me personally, I'm not worried about that. I'm not going to be taking a long on Matic just because I am favoring shorts. And plus, yeah, I prefer to stick in my Matic short. That's just me personally. All right, let's go see how the account's doing. I did have this open earlier. Let me just refresh it. My VPN's still on? Yeah. Just never gonna load? Nice. Am I still here, guys? Okay, yeah, I'm still here. Why is Bybit not working? How dare you have a market bias? ABC's only. That's true, Ernest. My bias is all ABCs. All right, Harvey, yes. Prateesh, yes. H44, yes. All right, cool. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure it wasn't like an internet shitting out on me issue. Maybe Bybit is down. Is anybody else having an issue with Bybit? Let me get my phone. Just make sure I'm not the only one. Maybe they're on to me. Yeah, Bybit works on my phone. What the heck? Let me open up in a fresh page. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do, Harvey. Reset my VPN. You have been banned for not supporting Ukraine enough. You know what? I donated money to the cause. How dare they? I need to send more Bitcoin. There we go. Okay, we're back. I need to log in again. Where's my... All right, we're back. Cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we are back. All right, let's go ahead and check on the account. Where are we at? All right, we're sitting at a fantastic number, 1,069. Nice. We're kind of bouncing around like 1,050, 1,080. Now, keep in mind, I did add margin in the account. All right, I did put a little bit. I did let's say donate. I did add margin in the account, so we were sitting at $500. And yeah, and the next set of trades, I'm going to be implementing the new margin, just because. Originally I was going to put $1,000 in the account, but a friend of mine needed money. Long story short, he said he's going to pay me back in a couple of weeks. Ended up paying me about a year later, and then yeah, who the hell is calling me? I have a feeling it's about my car's extended warranty. So So yeah, what a strategy. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at this later. But he did eventually send me the money back, and I just got it over a year later. So now we're going to be, I guess, starting almost like a clean slate again. I don't know. I kind of want to look at this as a clean slate because we adapted the strategy over the past year. And I'm definitely I think we're on to something with this. So I'm personally excited. I think this account's going to do well. The other account did fantastic. If you guys haven't been here for how long it took me, but I got it from $500 to 2.2K, which is like a what is that? What's that multiplication? 4.4x. So at 4.4x the account, we were trading a lot different of a style then, and so I definitely think I can do that again. Obviously, with $1,000 could be a little bit more. But let's see. Great, they can defraud more. Zelensky putting in all those donos up his nose. All in green, love to see it. See, I didn't donate directly to, like, I forgot there was like different things you can donate directly to, directly to Ukraine. There was a fundraiser going on, but it was mostly for like, helping people get into like, escaping the country and all that. I forgot what it was. A buddy of mine, because that's something we were talking about, and it was mostly not directly affecting Ukraine, like going to Ukraine. It's going towards like cities and like Poland and stuff that help children and family out over there. So I felt a lot more comfortable doing that than giving direct, especially because like I didn't really donate until probably like 5 or 6 months into the whole Ukraine situation happening. So let's see. Probably we will get Johnny YouTube banned in no time with this way Ukraine is. The truth hurts. And you sent me something in Russian. Is that Russian or Polish? I don't know. I don't know what that. I think it's Russian. People are probably gonna laugh at me thinking that's Polish. I'm American, all right. Leave me alone. I don't know any better. Okay, it's Ukrainian. And Ukrainian is like a form of Russian. Glory of Ukraine. Okay, cool. I know it's not Polish. I know it's. Okay, I realize it's Ukraine now, Pat. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought I briefly mentioned about donating to a cause, helping Ukrainian what do you call it? I guess citizens that fled into Poland and stuff. Yeah, speaking the truth in times universal is a revolutionary act. Yeah, fortunately you can't really speak the truth anymore. I'm not gonna go into that because. Guys, I need a platform, all right? Hey, Crypto Bros. Jerry, good to see you, man. How you doing? Guys, I am going to be eating a little snack, so don't mind me. I haven't eaten at all today. This is literally like a little sandwich. I'm muting my mic so you guys don't have to hear me chew. You guys can just see my fat cheeks move. It's actually Russian, but meaning is the same. And I don't know Ukrainian. All I know is that I have a friend who's one of my good friends of mine is Russian. He speaks Russian. So I know a little bit. I don't know. He taught me like all the things you shouldn't be saying and things that will get you stomped if you say it in Russia. So I don't go ahead and just say those things. But I know Ukrainians, like, it's like a deviation of Russian. There's a lot of things that intertwine. Yesterday, Kite streamed for an hour and 30 minutes muting his gaming channel. Really? Wow. Come on, Kite. Like, his actual, like, was the game... because I tuned in at one point, he had his game audio muted, but he wasn't muted. Or was the, like, his mic muted too? Pratheesh. I was starting to worry there were only bots and market manipulators left. Glad to see some real people. Yeah, you know, we're still here. Fortunately, not all of us have been scared away yet from the bear market. I think the real traders are always going to be around. Jerry, welcome to the channel of Real Market Makers. We're not there yet, guys. We're working on it. We'll get there. Just check those trades. I mean, Ernest, we're doing well. We're doing all green across the board. Did you consider taking profit on Matic yesterday during the drop, or were you just waiting for a level? So InfoHip, I think this is the first time I'm seeing you on here. So first of all, welcome. Secondly, on Matic, I am a lot more bearish on a very, very high, I guess, time frame / perspective. Right, like I'm looking for. I need to find a better chart. Like, I'm ultimately looking for a much larger price movement to the downside. In my opinion, I want to see something like this happen. All right, and probably come down and test this region. If not, at least put in a lower low past here. So it's a good pocket. I'm honestly looking for, now this is a stretch, InfoHip. This is just my opinion though. I honestly think if BTC is going to dump, and we are going to continue to dump, I think Matic can definitely go ahead and touch like that 30-cent region. So that's why I'm not, you could see on the much larger scale, based on what I think could be happening, I'm not willing to let go of that position so easily. He was muted. I was yelling at him for an hour. Oh no. Hey, making money in a bear market. Yep. If you can make money or maintain your account in a bear market, you've done very well. I've 2x my account using his method. Well, really, Ernest? That's good, man. That's awesome. This, not his, I should say. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and take credit and say it's mine. I adopted it originally from a book, as well as going back and forth with Kite. If you guys don't know who Kite is like this, like the master trainer, like the sensei of ABCs. I'm just a mere little protege. So I learned everything from him, and I basically, yeah. And then over the course of time, we adapted myself as his Kite, and we kind of bounce ideas back and forth. And then from there, we're kind of able to figure out what's the best solution, how to carry on and make the most out of price movement. And I think we might have cracked the code here. Just my opinion. I think we're on to something. That's all I can say. It's going to take a very long time for it to implement, but I think the growth is going to be consistent. Some parts of this might take you on a little bit of a ride, a little bit of a whirlwind. Thanks. I was thinking something similar, but I've been burned not taking profit off the table so many times. It depends. That can be a thing. There's two things you got to consider. One is, like, I've been in a similar situation. The only reason why that has happened to me is because, one, I'm not willing to play both sides. Now, Matic is its own situation because it's a altcoin, which a lot larger of a lower potential, price potential, in my opinion. But one of the things I've noticed is that not taking profit where it makes sense, as well as not willing to play both sides, and also focusing on too small of a time frame. Those are three things on the reason why you probably have been hurting not taking profit. Because I'm not sure if you're too familiar with the strategy that I use, InfoHip. Am I saying that right? Yeah, InfoHip. Wait, my eyes are fucking with me right now. Yeah. Wow, for some reason the O and the H in InfoHip is like, makes it look like a P. So I was gonna say InfPip. But when you play on it with a strategy as well as like the ABC, if you're not familiar, I can definitely go over it if you need any sort of clarity or if you need me to explain. If you've been here before, great. I can go over why, like how to avoid doing that. But the thing is, it's how we trade and how we do things is one of the most important things you can do is take advantage of the best possible levels, take advantage of the best possible decisions, as well as taking advantage of the setups that matter. You'll be surprised just doing that, and as well as taking profit where it matters. A lot of people like to take profit based off of fib levels, off of certain supports. My opinion is that you can do that, but if you take profit where it doesn't make sense, you run the risk and the potential of losing out on a continuation of your favorite direction. Familiar with ABC, but this is my first time stumbling in here. Jerry, welcome. If you want, I can go over the strategy, or if you have any questions regarding the ABC method. I consider myself, I guess, a not professional, but I'm definitely well versed in the ABC. So I know you're new to the channel, and I welcome you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'd be more than willing to help with anything you guys might have. You have to get an ABC tattoo to use it, Jerry. You have to get it branded. Age 44 would be great to go over the strategy. Yeah, I can do that for you. I'll do like a brief one to kind of introduce it, and if you guys have any questions along the way, I'll definitely be more than willing to answer them and go into things a little bit further if you guys need to. So the first thing, what the ABC method is, all right, from the visual perspective. Okay, we're going to focus on that, what it is, how it works in charts. All right, all we're doing is looking for. I've been looking for a reason to get more rank. I'm in. Me and you both, Jerry. Me and you. Like, unfortunately, like this arm is covered. I'm gonna finish this arm. I'm gonna get Kite's logo tattooed on my ass at some point. That's a running joke, but we made a bet on stream. So if it happens, I will 100% do it. Ink or branded, Jerry. That's the rules. But let's go ahead and talk about the ABC method. So all we're doing is learning to identify trends in groups of 3, right? And they can come in any shape and size, but primarily, well, not any shape, any size, but primarily what we're looking for is if you're looking for a bearish ABC, we're looking for an uptrend, a downtrend, and a continuation higher. Let me make sure I'm not screaming into this mic. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get like, that's good. Right there. Okay. Maybe a little bit higher. Cool. All right, so, and what you're going to do is basically once price puts in a higher high past the A, you're looking for a reversal. All right. And all you're going to do is basically short every time price gets back below. And you're looking for a continuation lower or a reversal. And primarily how we do this is we're looking for continuation / reversal setups. And then vice versa in the other direction. If you're looking to take a buy position or a long position, you're going to look for a downtrend, a good pump for a retest, and then a continuation lower. And from there, you mark out the level that's the pivot of the A, and you're basically going to be taking buy or long positions every single time if we maintain above that level, and you're looking for either reversal or continuation higher. Okay. And so that's the visual aspect of it, right? And so I'm just gonna give you a couple examples, and we'll go over the reason of why it works so well. And from there, I can definitely dive into other things if you need me to kind of walk you through other aspects of this and how we do things. But that's gonna give you like a visual basic, and then as well as give you a basic introduction to why it works. So, give you a couple examples here. A, B, C. A, B, C. Let's see. A, B, C. Well, actually, no, I lied, because I actually took the trade off of this one. A, B, C. A, oh shoot. A, B, C. We have another one here. A, B, C. Some of these aren't the cleanest. And then, you know, a lot of the times we'll navigate into the quote unquote smaller time frames to try to get a better entry. But that's pretty much it for the visual aspect. Now, what I'm going to go over next is and show you why it works so well. Right? So, one of the main things I try to preach on my channel, as well as when I teach my students or anyone else here in the group, is the most important thing in order to be successful in this industry is you have to kind of think outside of the box and go against the grain, right? Now, there's different ways to approach that. My thing is sometimes more isn't necessarily better. Okay, what I mean by that is when you try to initially think of go against the grain, you think, all right, I need a hedge or I need an advantage in the market. Then the first thing people go to is they go to the indicators, they turn on their where is it? I have community invite only scripts. They turn on their market cipher, market liberator. I got this years ago. They'll sit here and throw all this on here, and they think that this is the answer, right? This is not the answer. All right, I can tell you this now. This is not how you gain an edge in the market. Oh, this is hurting my eyes. All right. So, what most people fail to do is they fail to understand that isn't the answer. Okay, as well as a lot of people who are new to this game trade a particular style. What they like to do is they like to trade established ranges, as well as take breakouts and breakdowns of said support or resistance or said ranges. Best way to explain this is that let's say you take two levels. All right, and let's say price is doing something like this. You know, they'll take a short here. They'll take a long at the bottom. If it breaks down below, all right, they'll take, let me mark this as red. So basically, if it breaks down below this line, they'll take a bearish, or basically they'll take a short thinking that this is going to continue downwards. In reality, how we view things is actually, well, most likely this is coming off of a continuation. So something like this. All right. They think we come down, found support, and we're going to break down further. That's not the case. Actually, we do the opposite. We buy once price breaks back below, money and liquidity is sucked back up into the range, and then from there can definitely be established to push prices past the said top of the range, or just overall in a higher uptrend. All right, and so what happens here is that we buy when we get back above. Same thing, vice versa. All right, if we have the same ranges here, all right, let's say we're coming down, or let's say we come up. Let's give you guys examples here. Just drawing some BS, whatever. All right, let's say we develop a range. Let's say we come back up. All right, people are bullish because they think, okay, price shows some strength. We're gonna come out, break the top, and we're gonna go on to test the next level of resistance. Well, actually, liquidity is basically, price is being pumped and liquidity is being grabbed. Big money is selling into this region. So what ends up happening is it comes back down. All right. And what happens when these moves happen is that people are playing breakouts of either side or either direction, and what is happening is they're getting into leverage positions, as well as, you know, not everyone's using leverage, but they'll get into positions trying to play into that breakout. And what'll happen is big money sells into that move or buys into that move, whatever the opposite of the direction. In this case, they're selling. Okay, big money is selling. Eventually what happens is people are taking trades off of this region, and eventually price will get back down here and force liquidations as well as stops. And what that does is that creates a snowball effect. And from there, you might get a retest to the upside, and then eventually price is going to have a lot more momentum and swing further low. All right, and that's good. That can create a larger opposite trend or a larger change in direction. Okay, our job is to go against what everyone else is doing, or the majority of people are doing. Majority of people are trying to trade breakouts. Okay, and you can see a lot of the times after I explain that, you can see in a lot of different situations, like one we just had one recently. We had an ABC. All right, from there, people were buying the breakout of this top. All right, we didn't do anything when it broke out, but when it came back below, in our opinion, in our vision, how we see things, we as ABC traders actually take this as a bearish sign. So what we do is we take the appropriate trade, we get in our positions, and we were willing to take a bet and basically wait and see how this reacts. And in our opinion, as long as we're below, momentum is still kind of considered strong, not strongly, but in favor of more downside action. Same thing vice versa. All right, if I draw another ABC here, we have a low, a pump, and then people, and this is when the FTX stuff was happening. So you also got to think people were very bearish at the moment. People saw a lower low here, try to take the breakout. The exact opposite happened. Big money bought into this liquidity area, basically forced the price up. And what happens is people lose out on their short positions. They get liquidated. They're forced to buy back into the market, and that's what creates these moves, these swings in price movement, as well as change in direction. So that's the best way to explain it. Let's see. Is it is really hard to count the waves correctly. It takes practice. AH44. I think let's see. You don't need, yeah, okay, hard, yeah. So we're not counting. All we're doing is looking for trends. We're not trying to like count and like anticipate. We're not trying to predict waves. All we're doing is looking for trends and basically waiting for a pattern. All right, and these patterns, all we're doing is identifying trends in groups of 3. That's all it is. So you can see every single ABC that I draw is an A to a B to a C. That's 3. Another one, A, B, C, 3. Another one here, A, B, C, count of 3. I could do this all day. A, B, C, count of 3. A, that's a crappy one. A, B, C, count of 3. All right. So that's all we're doing. We're not necessarily counting. We're just looking for trends in groups of 3. You don't need to count like Elliot, just simple ABCs. Get some practice, it'll be okay. No good ABC for Tesla. Prateesh, I will take a look at that shortly. Thanks, Harvey, but I mean, it's difficult to get view for ABCs. Honestly, it gets easier. High time frame is the trick. Now I see them in my dreams. Okay, yeah, so that's the next thing I was going to focus on. And that's also going to answer your question as well, AH. Is I focus on a range, and I know Jerry mentioned the 8-hour. I'm using that as an example as like the longer term. Primarily what I use is I like to stick to an hour, all right? But the most important thing is not time frame, it's perspective, all right? I can go here to a 1 hour and zoom all the way the hell in and focus on every single little price movement. That's not how you should be doing this. You should be primarily focusing on the much larger perspective, and from there, price will give you the most important setups to look at. I could sit here, go to a 2 minute, 3 minute, and look, there's ABC right here. Does that mean the price is going to go down to hell and, you know, go to zero? No. Same thing here. It's a lot harder. You can identify ABCs on a lower time frame, but it becomes a lot harder to navigate trades and actually make good trading decisions. How to correct that is focus on the larger levels. And you will see over time that price does heavily respect larger regions of ABCs. So let's see. Are you ready to take CEO position at Twitter? Yeah, I would do it. If Elon Musk gave me a call, I would do it. Never ran a company like that before, but hey, throw me in the trenches. So how are you using that to predict the next move? Like, I'm not in any positions at the moment. What should I be looking for? So, how do I say this? So, how I do this is, it's almost like building a puzzle, right? This is how I view it. Someone like Kite might give you a different explanation. This is how I view it. When you put together a puzzle, what's the first thing you do? Try to find the corners, all right? So finding the corners is like identifying your first A. All right. From there, it becomes a little bit easier to figure out the rest of the puzzle. Once you say, let's say the bottom and the top have two different colors, that's going to be the next step, is figuring out where the top and the bottom of the puzzle is. That's going to be the B. All right. Once you understand, once you get like half the puzzle put together, it's pretty easy to figure out the next step. All right. That's the best way how I describe it, how I view things. So, Jerry, to answer your question, I don't necessarily predict certain levels. All I do is look for points of, how do I say this? Points of interest, or pivots, or entries. And that could be in either direction. So, in this case, like I said, I primarily work with trends in groups of threes. To me, this is an A to a B to a C. Okay. Yes, we did kind of hover around this region, but at the same time, one of the things I talk about is that a lot of the times ABCs can just become one larger wave. All right. This is an example right here. All right. So this A to a B to a C becomes 1A. Now, on BTC is not the best example, but you do have an A to a B to a C. There are some other coins. I'll do ETH actually. ETH put in a much better setup. All right. So same thing. We have an A to a B to a C. And all you're doing is looking for clear breaks and trends. And that will help you identify trends better. Okay. ABC. You can see we kind of dance around this region, but I know that this could possibly be an A. If that is the case, I'm looking for an ABC to a B. Doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. In this case, this was a really good example. We do have a B, and then I'm looking for an AB. And from here, all right, let me get rid of this. Once I identify the A and the B, the rest on how it develops, to me, is kind of irrelevant. Because at this point, I'm primarily looking for a higher high to be broken. Or, if this was the top, I'm looking for a lower low to be broken. All right, and that's kind of like how I come up with my options. But we came up here pumped, and so as we come up here to this region, or as we pump higher, I know the probabilities of coming up and putting in a new high become greater. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till we get a new high and then short and wait for a reversal. So, Jerry, that's kind of the best way to briefly explain it. I'll give you a current example right now. What's going on right now? We had an ABC down here. Right? In my opinion, how I view things, if I go to a 1 hour and zoom out, you can see it's a very small structure. So, when I go back in and look at it, to me, yes, that is an ABC, but I'm considering this as one larger A. And now what's happening, that we had a clear break in trend, this uptrend is building its own B wave, right? And to me right now, it doesn't matter how it does it. I'm not focused on the actual construction of this B wave. The only thing that matters right now at the moment, for me, what I'm currently looking for is I'm waiting for a lower low. price can go all the way back up to here. As long as it doesn't cross that high, it can go all the way back up to here. But if it comes back down and puts in a lower low, that is going to be a completed structure for me. And so, like I said, I don't know how this is going to develop. All I can do is try to anticipate and look for a possibility of the next move. And that's kind of how I do it. Let's see. Just train your eyes, finding ABCs, at least 10 coins from the last 2 years. I will practice, guys. Thank you. Age 44. No, of course, like we're here. I'm here for you. It looks like a lot of people in chat are helping you out too. If you decide to look further into this, please let me know if you have any other questions. You know, you can come back to the live stream, as well as my Discord's in the description at the bottom. If you have any questions, you feel free to ask. I'm willing to help you out. I also have my own Discord group. It is a paid group. I'm not incentivizing you. Don't have to do it, but there are tutorial videos where I go over it in a lot more detail, as well as you get access to me. And if you need help on certain things, I will definitely attend and do my best to help you out as much. I'm not saying I won't do that. If you're not in the Discord, I just definitely will, do my best to help you guys out a little bit more. But I feel like most of you guys here are pretty well versed, mostly for the newer people. Let's see. Yeah, just go back in the charts, look for ABCs. What is your preferred preferred method to take profit? Great question. So there's been a couple different variations on how I've been approaching taking profit over the past year or so. One of the main ones is that one of the things that we used to do is we used to pull fibs, and we used to look for the 0.5 to 0.441 region of the previous trend. So this is going to be the A. We're looking to take profit on a short on the B. Now it does work, but the biggest issue with that, in my opinion, I don't think it's the most optimal way to do this. Okay, I'm gonna explain why. One of the things I've learned over the past, actually in the last few months, recent months, is that your job, especially with taking these higher time frame, longer term trades, is that you have to focus on larger moves and making the most out of price action. Okay, so the next question is, how can I do that? If so, as well as what's the best way to secure profit if you don't know where price is going to end up like bottoming or topping out. So one of the things I've been experimenting with lately, and to be honest, I think we're onto something here. This is something called the continuation method. All right, and I'm going to explain what that is. So I'm gonna give an example for both sides. All right, let's say you take an ABC a long position. And let's say price comes back above this level and we start trending upwards. All right. You don't know as a trader where price is going to go. I don't know the answer to that. If anyone thinks they have if anyone thinks they know the answer to that, they're just wrong. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say that's just ridiculous. Even if like people who try to pull fib targets and all that stuff most of the time is never 100% right. So we don't know as traders where the price is going to go. But if we use the same method as we did identifying our original position to show a point of strength and a possible point of continuation, in this case, it's going to be another ABC to the downside. Now, price is telling us, hey, this setup here is actually quite strong, and it gives us a larger probability if we can get back above the A to continue higher again. And as you can see, as I'm drawing this, it looks like a healthy uptrend. Right? Oh, come on. So what you're going to do is, since you don't know where price is going to go, you're going to wait for the trend, the larger trend or price, to give you another setup that plays into the original direction you were playing. So in this case, we were playing longs. We're going to be waiting for price to give you another bullish ABC. Once that does happen, that not only guarantees you, gives you an extra layer of security, as well as gives you an opportunity to take profit as well as compound your original profit into the next position. Okay. Let me show you a reason why this works, or why this is going to be the best method in my opinion. Because, like I said, going back to what I said before, your job as a trader should not be able to predict exactly where price is going to bottom out or top out. Your job is to work with price action, allow price to give you the possible best levels or best setups to play off of, and your job is to take advantage of that. Okay. So if we're using this method, one, if you take profit from this original position up here, that guarantees the profit that you made. Yes, it's not as much as it would be if you were up here, you took profit, but you don't know where price is going to retrace. Okay. So first thing is you're going to secure the profit you made, as well as allows you to give you another chance to play into the possible continuation. Okay. Now, the question, and I know the next question a lot of people do ask us, well, how do you know, what if it doesn't work out? What if it doesn't play out? What if this short just fails? Or what if we come back up here, put in another high and then come back down? Okay, you know what? That can't happen. And if that is the case, you took your chance. If we come back all the way back down here, let's say after pumping, you secure the profit you made. What if you didn't take profit on the original position? You would have been holding, and you pretty much would have lost everything you made, as well as gotten stopped out. Let's see. Makes sense. And the lower, higher high can come at any point in the ABCs to as a reversal, or only the B wave to act as a reversal. Actually, never mind that illustration. Answer the question. Okay. Yeah, no, ABCs are primarily based on lower lows and higher highs. The B or the C it doesn't work if the C doesn't reach past the A, or if the B it goes past the 0. That doesn't work. Have you got 2 fans to cool your head? He switches them on when FOMO kicks in. Yeah, I had the fans going on that Matic position last week. But Jerry, let me know if that makes sense. Or sorry, Jerry as well as AH44, because I know AH, you originally asked the question. So let me give you an example of how I did this in real time. I took this short before the FTX dump. Now I'm going to be straight up with you guys. It does not happen as good as this sometimes, but sometimes we've gotten pretty damn close to calling tops and bottoms. All right. FTX dump. We come back down. Now you say, John, we have a bullish position here. Why don't you take profit at the bottom? Because I don't know at the time if price is going to bottom out here. I don't know. We can easily come back up and just continue downwards. And we still can do that. The guarantee is not there. So what I have to do is I have to wait for price to give me another bearish position to allow security. It also basically allows me to play into the next setup. All right. So what's going to happen here is I'm waiting for another bearish ABC to play out. In this case, we waited for this one. To me, that's a bearish ABC on a good enough perspective. Now, mind you, it has to match or be very close to the similar size of the same direction, or of the previous position. I'm sorry. The ABC has to be similar in size of the previous position. You can't sit there and take it on a very tiny 5-minute time frame, because you don't know exactly if this is going to be the top or not. Like, you can't sit here and take original trade like that and then might be easier if I just do this and take profit on this one, because you don't know. It's not the best trade to take. That's not the best trade to take. It doesn't line up with the same perspective. So, using the same perspective that we originally were working with, we have to go back and draw and wait for a similar size ABC that shows potential continuation to take profit. All right. So we did take profit as soon as price came above this A. Now we did play this, didn't work out initially. We had another chance up here. I believe I only got stopped out like once or twice. Took another chance up here. Got stopped out once, I believe. And then now we're currently holding. So that's a real-time example. So what I did was I waited for another bearish position to show up, and I'm going to just use this line as the entry. Once another bearish position showed up, I took profit, secured it, as well as I'm compounding the gains I made from up here to play into the possibility of a further direction to the downside. And now I will make more money if price moves down to that 10K region versus just holding it from up here. You actually will make a little bit more. I got you. All right, cool. Like, I'll do my best to, you know, try to explain things. So guys, if I'm confusing it at all, please let me know. What is the thing in the bed at the corner? Which side, Prathish? This side? Or this side? That's just a fan. I basically sleep with the fan in my face because I'm not human. Like, I have to sleep in the cold. That's just how I am. Jerry, appreciate it. No problem, my friend. If you're talking about the on the other side, that's just a pillow. Or are you talking about the thing that's up there? Which way? That thing. You're talking about that thing? That's like a headrest pillow that you take on airplanes. Near to your pillow behind at the corner. Behind your chair. Well, don't let this confuse you, because this is the mic arm. So that's the mic arm. Behind that, on top of the pillow, is a blanket. Did my camera just go out of focus? I don't really see anything else. Oh, wait, can you see that? Hold on. That thing? So like you won't be able to see it. But like that thing right there, that is a outlet for the AC. You're confusing me, Prathish. Stop. I feel like I'm invading your life now. No, don't feel like Prathish. I think Prathish is just fucking with me. Yeah, guys. Now, Ernest, you're right. I'm not wearing any pants right now. He just wants to see. He just wants to see the. He wants to pick the cheek I'm gonna get the tattoo on. What the? Although while we're at it, what kind of leftovers you got in your fridge? To be honest, the only thing I have in my fridge is a cousin of mine sent over like this, like, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a gift basket, but it just steaks. So you send over a bunch of different steaks. I have a bunch of those in my freezer. I have dog ice cream because my sister's dog and my parents spoil the shit out of him. So I need to keep extra in that fridge when he comes over. And then for fridge section, I have apple juice, water, and a bunch of grape jelly Uncrustables. So I got enough for half the people. I got enough for half the viewers right now. Steaks will do. Well done, please. You like your steaks well done, Ernest? Oh, come on. You can't be serious. The bloodier, the better. I like mine medium to medium rare. Well done is the way? What? Is this a European thing? Do you guys have your steaks well done? Prathish, if I see what I think I'm gonna see on this picture. Oh, that's just part of the. I gotta go this way. That's just another pillow. Well done. Let's see. Of course, like bloods. Who likes blood oozing? All right, so I don't like it that bloody. I like in the middle. Medium. I feel like medium is fair. Medium is fair. It's not too bloody. My dad loves the steak like pretty much raw, which is insane. I can't do that. Sub for the Uncrustables. For Jimmy D biscuit rolls, and we have a very similar fridge. We great minds think alike, Jerry. Great minds think alike. I love those Jimmy D biscuit rolls, man. I can. But thank you for subbing, Jerry. Glad to have you here on the channel, man. Hopefully we can make you some more money so we can buy you some more Uncrustables. If you make a lot of money, I want you to send me a box. Not like the box of 4. Like we got to go to Costco and get you like the bulk. I want a bulk box. Well done steak is for people who give up on their dreams. No, I just don't like raw meat. Medium rare is the way. Medium is fair. Okay, see, medium is fair. Nope, steak should be medium. See, that's I feel like medium is like the best. Jerry, or for those who still have their teeth. That's a good one, Ernest. That's a good one. I'm sorry, but like I just don't I can't get behind well done steak. I don't know why. Maybe it's just how I grew up. It's a great conversation, guys. Thank you so much for hopping in, and thank you, Jerry, for stopping by, as well as anyone else who's new to the channel. I'm gonna just double check my sub count, so I'm letting you guys know. I gotta remind you guys, because just in case we get close, but I do currently have my own private Discord. All right, now, yeah, man, it's been a good time. I'm glad. Y'all there have implants and shit and shit and shit. So if you guys aren't familiar, I do have my own private Discord now. It pretty much gives you access to tutorial videos, and basically you get real-time access to my setups as well. You know, I posted this last night before I went to bed. As well as it teaches you everything from ABC method, everything you're going to need to know, as well as trade psychology videos, which in my opinion is probably more important than the actual ABC method itself. And then also basic leverage tutorial stuff, if you guys, you know, how to use good risk, how to properly adjust your risk. And then as well as, I mean, if you guys are really beginners, like I don't really plan on having too many beginners on their channel, but I show you guys how I DCA. There's a lot of content in here. But if you guys check out the Patreon link in the description, I do have a link to that if you guys are interested in joining. And there is a monthly thing, a monthly fee with $50. And my goal is to not have you guys stay if you don't want to. If you want to come in for a month or two, absorb as much of the information in 30, 60 days as you can and leave, no hard feelings. That's my goal. My goal is to not sit here and just milk you for your money. If you want to spend the extra money and stay for a lifetime and become part of the community, you absolutely can. But I am going to be doing a 500 sub special. I want to give you guys a chance if you want to. When the channel hits 500 subs, I'm thinking, it really depends on the day, but if it falls on like the end of the week, I'll carry it over into the weekend. But I'm going to be doing like a 2 to 3 day special to where I allow anyone to join and for a lifetime member, or become a lifetime member for the price of the monthly. So $50 to celebrate 500 subs. I'm going to be doing that as a temporary thing, just allow you guys to get a chance in case, some people don't like the $150 price point. That's fine. My thing is I put a lot of time in content, and as well as I will be hosting, you'll be investing into future perks of the channel. I plan on doing like sessions every week, probably multiple times a week, as well as that's gonna be like the main perk of it. Eventually the Discord's gonna get big enough to where I'm not gonna be able to focus on as many of you guys as you can. So let's see, shilling time. I gotta do it once a week, Ernest, at least once. Let's see. Let's see. Contracts lit. Am I saying that wrong? Hello, what do you think of XRP? Definitely go ahead and go over XRP for you, buddy. I'm sorry if I butchered your name though. Oh, XRP is interesting. So, XRP has had a similar, larger structure. It's been playing out a lot differently than like BTC, but the main thing I'm looking for is this being an A, B, C. And then this being an A, B, a C. I'll go ahead and just draw it like this. A, B, C. A, B, C. All right, and then I'm going to show you what that means on the bigger perspective, or at least the bigger setups. I'll go ahead and just clear this up so it doesn't look too cluttered. But pretty much, all you're looking for at this point, we do have a nice downtrend with a good retest. Ultimately, I would want to see another push to the downside. Excuse me. I'd like to see another push to the downside where we get that lower low. From there, I'd definitely be a little bit more bullish on XRP if we can get back below and come back above. That's the main thing. I need price to get back above the low of the A once it's broken. As of right now, it's kind of in a dead zone. Even if I go, because I'm zoomed out on an hourly, if I go to 30-minute, I still don't see anything significant. So as of right now, I'm currently looking for this low to be broken and then reclaimed. If we do not put in a lower low, there's a chance that we can come up here, put in a higher high, and then come back and try and retest that level again. Something like this could happen. And then we come back down, put in the low. That would look better in my opinion. That's just me personally though. Yes, contracts is good. Thank you, Johnny. Okay. Oh god, I'm behind. This ad has been brought to you by Cryptoholics Anonymous. Hey, we're making money here, so I'll give you a crypto junkie all I want, Ernest. As long as you be responsible and not gambling and throwing your money away. Let's see. Yes, contracts is good. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you so much, my friend, for asking. Yeah, that's my opinion. Let's see. Perthish, Punjabi in UK. Okay, so I'm not too familiar how you pronounce those, but those are like different like types of. I forgot what it is. One of my best friends. The reason why I know Punjabi is one of my best friends growing up when I was like a kid was Indian, and he was Punjabi. Him and his family were Punjabi. Let's see. Johnny, did you check patterns on total 2x? What did you mean by that, Arun? Total 2 etc. UK squad is growing nice. Thank you. Shall I count myself as UK squad if I live in Scotland? Unfortunately, yeah. If you're not USA, I'm considering you Europe. Tesla's ABC. Tesla is dumping. I'll go ahead and take a look at that here. Let's see. Do I have that on my stock list? Holy shit! Wow. All right, I'll talk about this in a second. Let me catch up on chat. Harvey. Oh shit. You did right. All right. Quick hypothetical question. What happens if the B wave retraces the A 100%, but that still counts? If it doesn't, if the B, you talk about the 0, Harvey, like this. You're saying if the B goes all the way up here but doesn't cross the origin of the A, technically that still counts. It's a very shitty wave, but as long as it doesn't go above the 0, that counts as an ABC. It can go 99.9%. Long as it doesn't cross above the 0. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I missed that. Thank you so much for reminding me. Let's see. God, you guys are absolutely killing me right now. I love it. Keep it coming. Not killing me, killing it. That's what I'm going to say. Tesla is dumping. Let's see. Johnny, you missed my question. Punjabi or... Okay. Yeah, I know. I know Punjabi, like I said, because my best friend growing up was Punjabi and his family was. Different states. USA and the land of the dragons. Yeah. Upside down head. Only getting in now. We'll definitely watch the replay. Good. Like I said, yeah, upside down head. You missed a little bit of the update. But yeah, I really appreciate that. I'm a USAer. West Coast or East Coast, Jerry? I knew you. As soon as you said Jimmy Dean's the breakfast sausage, I knew you were a USA guy. Ernest, yes, an exact retrace of the A weight doesn't invalidate as far as... Yes, cool, thanks. Okay. We're in Scotland. I've lived there for years. Okay. Let's go ahead. East Coast. Thanks for assuming I'm on a coast. Well, only Mormons live in the middle, Midwest. All right, so I'm in the East Coast as well, Jerry, but I'm in the tri-state area. I'll just say that. Yeah, only Mormons live in the Midwest. So let's go ahead and talk about. So Prateesh brought this up. Fantastic. I can't believe I missed this. So one of the primary things I talked about for Tesla for a while is that you do have this bearish ABC here. And we did not stay above this ABC here. All right, this is the bullish ABC. And so basically what I said, from there, we kind of have to take it level from support to support level. Me personally, when I'm not looking at ABCs, I look at local lows, right? And all local lows are basically the bottoms of retracement trends or bottoms of downtrends. Or all right, how do I explain it? So I basically do uptrend, downtrend, and the low of that downtrend after connecting the first uptrend, that's a local low, right? So I can just do this in my head because I've done this for years. So basically, our best bet is if, you know, there's a lot of support around anywhere from like 126 to 110. There's a lot of support there. To be honest, that's probably where we're going to come down and test. I think that's probably where we're going to find support at. If that fails and $90 fails, guys, there is nothing significant until we go back to 22 bucks. That'll be absolutely insane. Let's see. Facts. LOL. I'm in the DMV area. DMV. Why do I know that? Is that Delaware, Virginia, Montana? Or not Montana. I'm a fucking idiot. I said Montana. Maryland. I'm stupid. I can't believe I said Montana. Are you fucking serious? I'm sorry. I'm just absolutely like retarded right now. Okay, District of Columbia, DC, Maryland, Virginia. Okay. I was actually down. I was down in Virginia a couple weeks ago. Beginning like the second week, the second week of the month, I was in Virginia, where no one could talk about what they do for a living. Yeah. That's pretty funny. To be honest, like if I had to, oh yeah, what part? He lives in Richmond, so like kind of like the southeast side of, not southeast, but you know, off of 95. And then from where I live, it's like a 6-hour drive. So basically I had to drive through. When I go down there, I don't take 95 because I hate going through Baltimore. I hate going through Delaware. So I'll cut through the rest of Pennsylvania. Okay, yeah, I'm right between Richmond and DC. Okay. Are you closer to, what's the hell is the name of that town? Fredericksburg? So I kind of know that area a little bit. But yeah, one of my good friends lives in DC. Well, actually, no. Well, I'll introduce you to him. He's a good friend of mine. He's also a fellow crypto YouTuber / crypto trader. His name is Kite. If you guys like me and what I do, this kid has taught me every single thing I know. Go check out my friend Kite over here. Kite Crypto, and then you know he talks all ABCs. He was live. What was it? Yesterday. So I'm sure he'll be live at some point today. But yeah, go check him out. That's where I went to go hang out with him. Good kid. Which playlist do you play? I like it. So I eventually, guys, I do plan on having the streams monetized. Just because, you know, I would like to do this full time, and you know, the extra income would help, but that's not until later in the future. So I signed up for a website called Epidemic Sound, and all I did was go to the electronica dance section, filter by house, popular, and I just pick random, and it basically just gives you a playlist. Ernest, yeah, it was awesome. Winter's pretty brutal though. Jerry, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I've been in your part of town. I know. Fredericksburg's nice for the most part. Johnny's from Boston, I think. Look at the size. Look at his head size. Prathwood, I can understand what he's saying. I didn't park my car at the Harbor Yard. I left my car keys in the car keys. Boston. No, I'm not from Boston. Sometimes the only thing I'll say is that sometimes I drink my water. I didn't try to do it. I did anyway. Water. Dog. My accent isn't that thick, but sometimes it does come out. Water. H44, no problem, man. Good to, thank you for asking. Sometimes this playlist is hit or miss though. Sometimes it's cool, and sometimes I'm like, these songs just piss me off, so I just skip them. If you see me around when you're coming back down, let me know. I'll give you a good place to eat. Absolutely, man. I'll definitely let you know. If you're the best way to probably could be able to reach out to you if I'm via Discord. So if you add me as a friend on Discord, Jerry, definitely. And like I said, you can use that as well to ask me any questions you might have when I'm not streaming. If I have time. Like I said, it's tough for me right now because I'm getting ready for holidays and all that. I got to finish up my Christmas shopping. I'm like 98% done. There's literally like 2 kids and my sister. Okay, I gotta get one more gift for my sister. I got her like a little thing, so I gotta get something else. But I'm pretty much wrapping up the holidays, so look at the size of it. So that's for Thief. You got me on that one. It's pretty good. I do have a big skull, man. The only thing I love from down there, Jerry, is cookout. Now, the last time I had cookout, I just got your thing. Kite doesn't know this, but years ago, I don't know, hold on, I can tell you when. I've had cookout. What was it? All right, I thought something was going on outside of my door. I forgot. It was probably like 10 years ago I've had cookout. But pretty damn good. I don't remember it too much. That doesn't really count for me. Check BTC. Absolutely, my friend. Go back to BTC. You gotta check out Foodie and Fahrenheit 132. I know the name Foodie. I never had it before. I definitely will add that to my list, though. Do you think BTC is starting to move down? Possibly. I know some people are gonna say, John, you have an ABC set up here. Short. Guys, that's, you know me. That's too small of a structure. But going back to what I said before, we can. I personally think this is just a retest. I think we are gonna dump. I am looking for a lower low past here to finish this ABC. To me, I'm not too focused what's going on right here. I just need to see a lower low past that 16,200. And that can get a little bit more. I'm not saying I'm bullish. I'm still I'm still preferring more of a larger downside move, but this setup is available and we could have a situation to where we come back up and put in a larger ABC to the upside. Something like this. All right, something like that. And if that does happen, I will be shorting that as well. Just in case I honestly could see this happening. Got to see we'll have to see how it behaves and how it plays out. But if we don't get a lower low past 15,400, I'm ultimately looking for this. Let's see. Thanks, mate. No problem. Let's see, Jerry. Our prices are way off, but I use BTC USDT Binance. Let's see. What's the difference between the two? Oh, yeah. Well, you know, it's possible. It's possible, Jerry, that sometimes these wicks do line up a little bit differently. Okay, yeah. See, on Bybit, the low is at 16,210. For Binance is 16,260. So for you, it's probably the same anyway. Hovers between $10 to $20 off. Yeah, sometimes in exchanges it does do that. This pretty much for how you would look at this on your chart. Jerry, is that I would wait for that low at 16,250 to be broken. It's ultimately the same thing. Sometimes these wicks are a little bit more exaggerated. Like you can see here, like if I go to like a 5 minute, I'm just using it for example purposes, but you can see like if I compare the two, the wick got all the way to 69.90 on Bybit, but only on Binance it got up to 16,880. So that does happen on occasion, but you know it's the same principle. Just aim for that lower low. But yeah, going back to what I said before, if BTC doesn't come back down and put in a lower low here, I'm ultimately looking for a pump higher. LOL, I was running the same thing. Yeah, depending on what exchange you use, there could be a little bit of a variance between them. and sometimes like my numbers might be a little bit off, but I'm using that just to give you guys like a representation of like the wick or the low or the high when I'm looking at. I was thinking it would go up to that 17.K region and then dump. Oh, you're saying like a retest, like a head and shoulders? Is that what you're thinking to hear? That's also a possibility. But like I said, that's why to me, it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how whatever price action happens in between, because it could very well do that. But to me, it's not call for concern. If I come up and get stopped out, I will take a short again. But for me personally, I'm waiting for that lower to be put in. How it behaves until then doesn't really matter to me. But yes, I see where you're coming from. But ultimately, like I said, it goes back to if this and that statement. If we can't stay back below, or sorry, if we can't get back below here, ultimately looking for a higher high past that 18,300 or 18,390, 18. What is that exactly? Hold on. 18,396. What is going on? You guys can't hear that because I have like noise gates, noise gate filters and stuff, but all right, hold on. What is going on? All right, hold on, folks. I'm just gonna step out for a second. If you guys have any questions regarding the setup and what I'm looking at, please feel free to ask. Just literally you guys can count to 30. I will be, well, not 30, maybe 20. I'll be right back. I'm gonna keep my. Actually no, yeah. You know, I'll just get up. Screw it. I'll just get up. Hold on. Ugh. All right. Girls in the basement banging in the ceiling again. They want my attention. They told me to come back down. I can't help it, Ernest. Crypto Beehive. What happened? Where did he go? I feel lost. He didn't see. I was doing my invisibility cloak TA. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. My neighbors are fucking annoying sometimes, but not the ones upstairs. Sometimes I can hear them across the hall. If that makes sense. And a lot of the times, one of the neighbors goes outside. I don't want to talk loud because I feel like the neighbor. I'm not talking shit about the people above me, but I'm sorry. You guys absolutely kill me. Jesus Christ. But basically, long story short, I had my window open in the other room and some guy was like screaming on the phone with someone. Jesus Christ, Ernest, you're killing me. I'm so lost. Ernest, you absolutely just It's actually just me. Let me in. I told you, Yoshi. After the stream. After the stream, I'll let you back. I'll let you back in, all right? We'll put you in the closet. If you want me, I could tie you up like I did last time. No food, though. It's you bragging that they stay in your base voluntarily. I can't get rid of them, man. I told them the door's always open. They just choose not to leave. Jesus Christ. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. How many floors? So I have a basement. I actually do. It's funny that Ernest said that. I actually do have a basement. Basement upstairs, and then I have another apartment upstairs above me. I also have another one literally on the other side of this wall, and then on this wall is a kitchen, and then the other neighbors. But like I said, the guy who lives on this side of me, he always like goes to like the front yard, and I have a window like right outside my room, and he just sits there and starts screaming on the phone for no reason. It's always around 4 o'clock too. It's not all the time, but I feel like it's whenever I stream. So basically I had to go over there, shut the window, and come back. You guys are phenomenal, man. Johnny Fritz. Unreal. Set my soul on fire. This price action setting my soul on fire. Oh shit, we didn't do Wordle today. I know, Fritz. On a serious note, what's that, Ernest? I gotta play Wordle though. Johnny, I know you're busy with Christmas, but after New Year's, what do you think? What do you think about doing some altcoin reviews? Alts that maybe you want in your portfolio, some fundamentals in TA, DCAs, etc. I'm gonna be honest with you, Ernest. I thought about that, but one, I would only do TA on them. Fundamentals, to me, they are important for, I guess, sustainability and actual like health of a project. But me personally, I'm gonna be frank, I don't care about fundamentals. A lot of the stuff that I look at are on my list here. You guys are not gonna be able to see all of it, but I pretty much have. Yeah, I'll stretch it out. You know, I have most of them are solid projects. You know, BTC, ETH, LTC. Some of them like XMR is good. Some more like decent ADA algo. I don't know what the hell this is. I think someone mentioned this to me a while ago. That's why I added it to my list. EOS, Flux. Flux is really interesting to me because of mining. KDA, I don't really know. Buy Cardano, screw everything else. That's my alt recommendation. 2 stable coins coming out early next year. One algorithmic and the other tied to liquidity. Pick your flavor. Yeah, no, I actually do really like ADA. I actually did buy some fairly recent. Well, I guess the last month, about a month and a half ago, I bought 88 at about 40 cents. But obviously, I always sprinkle a little bit and put a huge bag into it. I'm probably gonna buy a little bit more once you come back above 29 cents. That's just me though. KDA seems weird mostly because people push. I don't think is as much. I mean, besides like Ryan Matta, I don't know if you know who Ryan Matta is. Besides Ryan Matta, I don't. It could be me. I could be out of the loop. Don't shoot the messenger. But I feel like there's not too many people talking about it, or it doesn't get pushed as much as like a actual shitcoin. Because this is something that Kite mentioned on yesterday's stream. It's something I fundamentally agree with. Is that if a project is constantly having to push, getting all these like celebrity endorsements and all that stuff, a lot of the time they're just trying to get money in to basically scam everyone. I personally like KDA. I like Cardano as well. I will definitely be buying into both of those. See you guys. Thank you for your help, AH44. I really do appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. I hope to see you on the next one. My bad. I agree with you. I mean, it's weird that it's been the same few people recommending it so long without getting any traction. Yeah, I can see that from. I definitely can agree with that, Jerry. But my thing is, it's not being pushed as much as some of these other shitty projects, and as well as I think KDA has the best miner. Let's see. I gotta find the list. I don't remember the Why does Bybit have an article about ASIC mining? Here we go. The most, I don't, you know, the Bitmain miner KA3 is definitely the most expensive, but for being in the bear market, it's still doing very well. So I think that's something. Let's see. Especially Ryan Matta, he's been talking about KDA for a long time. He absolutely has. My thing is, I'm not gonna knock the guy. I actually like him. I like watching his stuff. He's an interesting character. There's some things that I don't agree with, just like with any, I feel like majority, everyone here, we're not gonna all see eye to eye. My thing is, if you're going, I feel like you gotta have some responsibility with not necessarily pushing, but understanding TA and using TA along with, you know, fundamental analysis and all this. Something like Ernest said before. I think you should be interested and dive deep into project fundamentals, as well as you should have a good sense of technical analysis and be able to incorporate both of them. My opinion, Riot is I'm just gonna be honest, I love him to death, but he's a terrible trader. He is not a good example. That's just my opinion. But like I said, overall good guy, like the content, I like watching his stuff, but he is a terrible trader. And I think if you can incorporate TA along with fundamentals, I think he would have done a lot better. There's something I don't understand. He's pushing KDA for views and all that, and there's some incentive for him to do so. But that's just my opinion. I think you should honestly consider TA into how you view things. That's just me personally. That's true. Not much better than the projects that just have bots posting in some comments over and over. Exactly. I'm not comfortable putting my money into anything anymore. I'm here to in crypto to trade. That's it. I'm kind of on the same fence as you, upside down head. I personally will sprinkle a little bit, but I am not going to buy as aggressively as I did the last bull run. That's just me personally, just because I've had money tied into other things that I don't want to pull it out of, or I can't really pull it out of. Let's see. Crypto Beehive. I don't watch Ryan anymore. Too political. We'll watch it again when he goes back to crypto. I do agree. Yeah, Crypto Beehive. That is right. He is. I think he's doing it for views, in my opinion. I think that's just what I think personally. I think he's just doing it for views. His channel has grown a lot more, but that's because he's kind of changing his shift. And I think, you know, some of that stuff not all political stuff does tie into crypto and finances. Some of it can. But I agree. Yeah, he's definitely pushing that agenda, pushing that a lot more. I agree. I'm great when it comes to fundamentals, but I struggle a lot with being disciplined when it comes to TA. I think if you can be the trick of all trades, I think that'd be the best. Let's see. Learn fundamentals from Ryan about coins. TA from Johnny and Kite. Yeah, it's not a bad combo. What's your ETH prediction or guess for 2025? Let's see. Let's do ETH. So, my personal opinion. All right, I need to go back further. God, I just had to yawn, and that yawn almost turned into a sneeze. That's why I turned. I feel like I have to sneeze now. Fuck. So for ETH long term, all right. The first thing I'm gonna say, so I guess 2025. I think 2025 is probably going to be the start of the bull run. I personally think for ETH, we're going to be going sideways for a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if ETH breaks this low at 880. I don't know if it's going to go back down to like the crypto bull the last bull market level is like 400, because that's where I bought ETH at, and that's crazy. That'd be crazy if it does. If it does, I definitely will sprinkle again. But from a support standpoint, if 879 holds, to be honest, I don't see anything significant until we get back down to 300. So I'm basically young style. I'm kind of building up to what I think is going to happen. Ultimately, I think at some point we're going to get a lower low, whether it's we make a push now or if we put in a higher high and then come back lower. If we come back higher and then put in a lower low to form an ABC like this, me personally, that might line up with the 2025 timeline. Maybe 2023, 2024, somewhere around there. From there, me personally, I'll give you two hypotheticals. This is a stretch. But if ETH can get back down to that 0.5 to 0.44 region, all right. So I'm gonna say something right. I'm about to say something. Before I say that, I'm gonna let you guys know. Take this with an absolute grain of salt. Doesn't ETH do a 95% retrace? Oh wait, hold on. Let's see. I'll draw perfect lines and then ignore them when I enter and exit. Yeah, you should. If you're gonna be using ABC method, you should probably stick to those levels and trade those levels. If you're doing that and it's working well, I don't really know the background of why or you came up with those lines, but sometimes you'd be surprised that price does respect certain levels pretty well. Could have escalated. It could have escalated wet fart. What's the point? 886 on each 600. I believe so. Doesn't ETH do 95% retracement? It can, Josh. I don't think it doesn't have to. That'd be insane. I'd meet you halfway. I'll meet you at a certain point and say 316 is definitely a good level. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I have to take that into consideration just in case it does. But let's say we bottom here, right? Hypothetical. If we bottom here right now, and so we make a push for the bull run, or say eventually we kind of go sideways and make a push for the bull run. Me personally, I'm going to be going with probably. I think I'm making a stretch here, but I would not be surprised if ETH can get to like 20K. The only reason why I say that is because eventually I think more money is going to be flowing into the space, and obviously as price grows, more liquidity is required. And I think over time, it's a lot harder to push price up. And I think with depending how bad the, I guess, the recession is, or maybe if we're done. If not, maybe we'll be done by then. I think the power of going into the next segment, into the next bull market of all markets in general, is going to be pretty big, in my opinion. You know, they always say millionaires, and most profit is made, millionaires are always made in bear markets. I really think the push to the upside is going to be a lot bigger, in my opinion. So I think 15 to 20k ETH is fair. Technically, if we retrace down further, the power to the upside should be greater. If that is the case, if ETH can get down to like $300, I don't think it's maybe I might have to take log off. Okay, I change everything I just said. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to like a 10 to I'll give you a really wide range. 10 to 15k ETH is, I think, is fair for me. That's just me. Let's see. Hey Johnny, damn, I'm really late to the party. Yeah, you're a little late here, Armand, unfortunately. I'm gonna stick around for another like 20 minutes or so. Let's see. It's all about AB. It is all about ABC. You are correct. What's your opinion on the rainbow chart for BTC as well as ETH? Then, if you know what I mean. You're talking about the logarithmic. Wow, I cannot say that. Logarithmic curve. Wow, that was such a tongue twister for me. If you're talking about that, I'm pretty sure BTC just broke through it. The problem is, as price develops in the future and how it continues to evolve, I think those charts are going to become less and less relevant, in my opinion. So it's kind of hard for me to tell. I'm not a big fan of those young style. That's how I approach things. So yeah, that's my overall take on that. S&P super bearish right now, though, right? Just got rejected as supply line. Yeah, I mean, Josh, have you seen Tesla's price? I know Tesla is not the same as like the Dow Jones, or the S&P. Yeah, the S&P doesn't look good. But my opinion on the S&P is we do have the ABC here. All right, and if we come up and put in, so if we put it in a downtrend. I like this a lot as a pullback. We can easily come up, put another high. But I would not be surprised if we fell off a cliff from here. Let's see, 15k ETH on next bull run. Yeah, I think that's about right, 10 to 15k. Jerry, do you keep a streaming schedule? Yes, so I do my best to stream Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. So, today's Tuesday, right? Did I fuck up? Okay, now, so yeah, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. I try to go anywhere from start from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If maybe on a special occasion, like last week was December 17th, I did a special stream on there. So my thing is, I'm personally going to do my best to at least stick to those 3 days. As the channel grows, maybe if we get into a bull market, maybe I'll start streaming more often. But as of right now, I'm going to stick to 3 days a week, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we usually go for like an hour to 2 hours. Like right now, we're chilling at 2 hours. Let's see. Hit the likes. Thank you so much, Josh. I appreciate you, buddy. Just add another color to the rainbow chart. LOL. Yeah. Prathish, my bet ETH is RIP 2025, 2027. I'm not too... The thing with ETH is that it's the second most established crypto of all time. It's going to be very hard to just have it die like that. Oh, by the way, what happened on the 17th? Okay, so if you weren't here for the December 17th thing, for some reason in Bitcoin's history, I have this chart saved. For some reason in Bitcoin's history, almost every single December 17th, which I have marked here in the red vertical lines, have corresponded with either a market change or market confirmation of a trend. All right, in this case, the last The last one in 2021 confirmed, basically was a confirmation of the bear market. The one before that, December 2020, confirmed the bull market. The one in 2019 was a day or two off from the bottom. Unfortunately, if it wasn't for the COVID dump, I think this would have been a bottom, my opinion. December 17th, 2018 was pretty much the bottom of the bear market. December 17th of 2017 was, I think was the top of the bull market. December 17th of 2016 was a couple days shy of the breakout and confirmation of the previous bull market. So as you can see, there is some significance. Now, I don't trade it because of that. I don't make any trading decisions. I'm just letting you guys know, hey, it could be possible that we're bottoming here soon, and we could be at least due for a retest of the upside. So Ernest, that's that, and we just streamed to say, hey, talk about it a little bit and see maybe we can catch some price action, just to kind of just see what would happen. But I'm just marking it as a milestone that I was here on December 17th. I talked about it, and we'll see what happens. For the next, I would say the next couple months, we should be getting an answer. Let's see, Pratish M. I have no worries. Always shorting ETH. LOL. Both long and shorts. Yeah, I'll play it. Like, I personally, Crypto Santa Claus, I personally like ETH, just because ETH has been my baby. ETH has maybe the most money last bull run. So I know things change. I know it's proof of stake now, not proof of work. So I know that could definitely change things in the future. Right on, I'll pop in again. Jerry, thank you so much for stopping by, my friend. Thank you. Good to see you. Hope to see you on the next one. Oh, you fucking... Oh, God. I got like no sleep last night. This is the first time in a very long time. It's probably been like a good it's been a good couple weeks since I haven't gotten good sleep. And for me, good sleep is like 9 to 10 hours. I'm like a bear. I pretty much just hibernate and sleep. And last night I only got like 4.5, 5 hours. I'll say 4.5. Oh. I'm new to here thanks to Kite. Can I ask what city you live in? You can ask. And first of all, and also thank you for showing up from Kite's stream. Kite's been a good friend to me. And he's shouted out multiple times. We've also done streams together. If you haven't seen those streams, it was definitely a lot of fun. I can't wait to do those again. I definitely want to go hang out with him soon. I'll just say I live outside of New York City. I'm not gonna go into details, but I live about 45 minutes outside of New York City. I'll just say that. So East Coast, tri-state area. Because I live in like kind of a smaller town, so I don't want to give exactly where I live, just because, you know, small world. Jerry, Hoboken. Ooh, that's a good guess. No, not Hoboken. More west. A lot more west. Let's see. Pratisha, many coins will die in the next 12 months. I can see that. I can see that. And Jerry, I already answered that. Does 88 look like garbage? Yes. 88 does not look good, Josh. The only thing I will say, the only redeeming thing is that if it can get back above 29.55, that looks decent. Even if I go back and hit, let's go back from like local low support resistance kind of. Like, there's really no significant local low until you get to like 12.5 cents. If not, we're gonna be testing 7.5 cents. Bergen, I can't remember if that's east or west of Hoboken. Bergen is west of Hoboken, but no, you got to go more west, my friend. You got to be a Giants fan, right? Actually not. You'll be surprised. I grew up a Redskin fan. My dad was a Redskin fan. And I used to watch him a lot as a kid. I haven't really watched him since the whole like Commanders thing. I watched a little bit of the game against the Giants, but not really. Not much into football like I used to be. We'll make profit short enduring bear market and long enduring bull market. What do you think about Matic? Matic, I'm on the same page. What the fuck? I live here as a Giants fan. You live there as a Washington fan. Oh man, that's funny. Are you originally from around here, Jerry? Matic. So Matic, Josh, I'm pretty much still like bearish. I still have a bearish bias past below 105, $1.85, $1.05. And then, you know, we still have we have a short setup down here about 89 cents. But you do have the bullish setup here. I can't ignore this, but I will not be trading that. Just letting you know. But yeah, I'm still targeting. I'm still targeting at least 31 cents for me. All right. Let's see what the fuck I live here, Giants. Okay, Beehive. Is one of the girls in the basement your sister? Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ, Ernest. The reason I asked is because you look bundled up. I live in Vegas. Cold out here too, but 60 is cold here. Crypto Beehive, I'm jealous. Las Vegas is my favorite city ever. I go there at least once a year. I was there in October. There was a giant music festival going on at the end of October. I was there for that. Trying to think what else. I pretty much go to Vegas at least once a year. It's my favorite city. And yeah, it gets pretty cold there too. I like going when it's not so hot, towards like the end of October. But yeah, Las Vegas is my favorite city in the whole world. You're so right. That's crypto face. That's the crypto face way. Oh my god. I know he is from Boston. I'm not from. I don't pack my car by the Harvey yacht. All right. I was born around here, but my dad's side is up near you. A lot of them further north and around. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm. How close am I to Cherry Hill? All right. I'm probably an equal distance away from. I'm like in between Jersey City and Cherry Hill. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, guys, who brought the porn bots in here? You got Ernest talking about girls in basements, and now look what's happening. Well, let me just get rid of these guys. Try to add them as moderator. Let's see. Ernest brought all the porn bots. All right. Let's see. Talk about a generational bottom on Matic incoming. Absolutely, my friend. Well, he is asking for your location. If Matic goes under 35, it's dead. One of my shorts once is, hey, I hope so. I honestly think, because like you got to think, Crypto Santa, like Matic is based heavily off of NFTs, and if NFTs go to shit, I mean, they are shit already, but if it goes out even further, like, I have a feeling Matic is not going to be around. We're not going to do well. 20 negative 21. Oh my God, speaking of cold, Jesus Christ, Josh. You golf is on me at Red Rock Country Club when you visit. Oh, don't tempt me. I am absolute shit at golf. I will play. All I can do is just smash the ball. I don't even ask you like what I average, because I've only played like one game. I played 2 games of golf in my entire life, and one of them I was drunk off my ass, so we're not even taking it serious. But I will absolutely, if I do, I will let you know. Crypto Beehive. Let's see. I think I got you, but I'll keep that to myself. I appreciate that, Jerry. You can kind of figure out logistics. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not far from in between those two. Ernest, BDSM, Jesus Christ. Boz advertising his mom. Oh my God. For Thish. No chill, my friend. Alright, I'm gonna close things out with Wordle today. So if you guys are new to the channel, what I do every day is I like to play a game of Wordle. If you don't know what Wordle is, pretty much you have to guess a 5-letter word within 6 tries. So I do my best to do audio. Great start. Let's do... Got a D and an I. You're so right about NFT. That's why ETH will die. Too much to build on ETH, just my 2 cents. I think so too. But I think you also got to think there's a lot more liquidity on ETH than there is Matic. So that's why I think Matic's definitely going to be heavily affected more than ETH, in my opinion. That's just me though. But I 100%, I can't agree. I think ETH will definitely take a hit if NFTs die completely. Wordle. Audio. Wow. Is it third? No way. No way. Third try. I got third on the third try. They need to funnel their profit somehow. Try something with DIC. Ernest Dildos. You were close, my friend. You're very close. Third was a good guess. All right, my friends. As much as I love to stay here all day, I gotta tune in and do another stream. If you, like I said, if you guys aren't from David Tech's channel, fortunately, you have to be part of his VIP Patreon in order to get access to it. It's $17.50 a month. I think it provides a lot of value. He mostly focuses on automated trading and stuff, but you guys do get access to me. I give you guys my setups, allow you guys as well to, I do sessions once a week with David. So if you want to ask me a little more personal, not personal question, but a little bit more of a one-on-one question, I definitely would be willing to ask and go into more specific things if you guys need it. So guys, go check out David Tech's channel. I'm gonna go link it in. But besides that, everyone, I really do appreciate every single one of you who came by today. I had a blast. You guys are always a great time. I really do appreciate the support though, for showing up, asking great questions, hanging out. I can't ask anything else. I mean, I can't ask of anything. I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna finish that sentence, but with some I don't know why. I don't know. I'm retarded, so guys. I'm sorry. But guys, go check out David Tech. Good friend of mine. Definitely has given me a platform. I do appreciate him for doing so. But thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you guys. If you want to further support the channel, you can check out the link in the description. Not necessary. I will catch you guys in 2 days here, as well as if you guys are coming on David's group, I will be there coming up here shortly. So maybe I'll see you guys there. If not, I will catch you guys on the next stream. Be good, be safe. I'll catch you on the next one. And until then, let's make some money.